Hello, YouTube. Fnordy Buzzard here, and I'm kicking off Nameless Episode 2 from here inside my mega tree farm. So I'm starting off here in the tree farm because last we were on, we had a stream where we gathered up loads of materials to be able to build the barn, which we talked about in Episode 1. Of course, Episode 1 we built all of our item sorters so we can sort our crops. So we're here because I'd noticed my supplies for spruce had been depleted quite a bit, and I've got a log shop to keep up. So here I am just hacking away at the spruce. Also being here, out on this end of the mega base, I can show you that I got rid of the bee farm. There's been a lot of talks about lag on the realm. I do want to say, as a person who causes lag, if people are complaining, take a good look at yourself, take a good look at the farms around you, and consider cutting back. I had a bee farm. I already had all the honey and honeycomb I'm going to ever need, so we don't need a bee farm anymore. We can go ahead and tear that down, which is nice because it gives me more space to make an area for growing and chopping dark oak. Same with the pumpkin and melon farm. I now have more pumpkins and melons than I'm ever going to need. However, maybe we will keep them going on a much smaller scale, but we've got a stream tomorrow morning. Tomorrow being Sunday, 10 a.m. actually. I'm up far too late. And we'll probably be out here trying to cut back on the lag. However, today's episode is not going to be about cutting back on the lag. We're going to get into building that barn. So yeah, gliding into shopping here, not so gracefully, I guess. I was reminded I've got shops to upkeep, so I've got a bunch of stuff here in my inventory, mostly logs, few other bits. Maybe do a quick little montage of me stocking shops, and I also promised Dre I would buy some red concrete from him for this build. So let's go make do on our promise to our bearded brother. Buy some of Dre's concrete and stock our shops. There we go. 12 diamonds in profit today from the shopping district. I am gonna go now and get myself some concrete from Dre and maybe a few rockets from somebody. So we got our concrete from Dre. We got our rockets from, I believe, Miss Brittany. Maybe Tiz helps her with that shop, and I've been protested. I wish I could say I didn't know about this. Wish I could be all shock and awe, but I know about it. I saw it. Saw it first during stream the other day. It's quite funny, so I thought I'd leave it up for the episode. I think it starts with this guy. He says I fell in that hole. And then I'm just vibing. That guy's just vibing. See, we've got McCall, Nameless PD, NPD. But then during stream, let's see, I think that's all. Nope, there's one more. They put bamboo too. This is unsafe. So the golden armor guys, the enchanted armor guys, they showed up to protest unsafe work conditions. I guess this guy fell in this hole. He couldn't figure out to just hop up out here. But then during stream, I think it was Savvy. She said, "Out, be gone." Told him go away. She got like this mafia, these gangsters, I think she said. "You're the boss, move along." Let's get up here. What does he say? "Get these idiots out of my sight." So, I think first thing we got to do before we can build a barn is we got to clear out this riot. So I've gone ahead and I've cleared out that riot. We've got all the rioters and the cops or gangsters, whatever they were, all here in this chest. Started laying out foundations for this barn. You can see we've got the cobblestone, stone brick, and cracked stone bricks going around. We've got the pillars. These are 5 high. The front there is going to be 3 high to give us just a little bit of difference in the roof there. And looking at this, I've also noticed we can get rid of these corner blocks, and we're going to want to place a torch there so we don't wind up with monsters inside our walls. So, speaking of walls, I suppose I'll go ahead, break all these corners, and I can get started placing in the walls. So I was wrong about doing the walls first. We're actually going to do the roof first, because then that's going to tell us how much material we're actually going to need for the wall. As you can see, this is going to be a rather large wall. We'll end up poking some holes in it for windows. But yes, I am going to get the roof on this thing first. You can see we've got similar style and theme going on as the house over here. We're going to put in all sorts of cross beams, and then we're going to edge it with this spruce, and you can see just a little bit of that oak there. Also, I've got loads of oak and spruce in my inventory. But yes, the roof's going to go on first. So I'm going to carry this out, finish out the roof, and then we'll be back to put walls in. So here it is, the roof. It's not completely finished. As we swoop around to the backside, you can see broad side of the barn is completely bare. That's because I had an idea. This is going to be a really flat wall, and we've got that beam coming out from the front. I'm going to carry that beam out and give ourselves just like a little peek through on this backside. And yeah, I guess I'll carry on and get this roof finished up, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. I'm back, and I've got some bad news. I've counted wrong. I've done something wrong. Those stairs behind me here, the straight line wasn't such a straight line. You can see that was 6 tall. This was a 6 tall column, that's a 5 tall column, which means our roof is now going to be wrong. So I'm going to take the time to try and correct this roof and then just get it done. Oh, what a headache. So after much counting and recounting and breaking and rebuilding, I've got it. I finally got the roof in place. We can fly out to the back side and see a little bit of a window just to break up this giant flat bit of roof here. And then, of course, we've got our larger entrance here where we can build something like a barn door, but we have no walls. And in fixing my other mistake, I noticed one other mistake I made. These hoppers. These hoppers here are going to be exposed as part of the wall. However, I should be able to shift them over so that they run straight into that hopper. Shifting them by one, it shouldn't mess with the functionality of the sorter at all. So fingers crossed, we're going to move those hoppers around and we can start putting in the walls, finally, in the hole. So off camera, I moved that hopper line. If I step back a bit, I started on the wall, this side, just to kind of get a feel for it. I've spent a good amount of time looking at it. We step back. I don't think I like the powder. So I am going to tear out all that powder and maybe put just regular red concrete in there and see how I feel about that. And that should be the last block right there. So we go ahead, come back here to our rock pile vantage point, and I think that looks a lot better. I feel like the concrete powder in the hotbar, it looks great, but then we put it next to it and it looks pink. Looks a little too light. So this is going to be it. Now we just need to carry out the wall all the way on the back side, the far side, and we need to address the front of the build. So I'm just running around now doing a few extra bits like windows like this. I am going to need to make some more trapdoors because I built and rebuilt and tore down, and finally I think just this simple little, it's a 3-block wide, so we got to do something. I wanted it to be a swung open barn door, and I feel like just a column here and 2 columns sideways kind of gives it a cool look, like an open barn door. Maybe do the counting, it's off, but we're going to add another small window over here, and off on this side, I went ahead, got a few bits of scaffolding hung around there. I wanted to break up this wall because this wall faces, well, it'd be seen from the community village. Didn't want a big, boring, flat wall. But we run all the way around. You can see we've got all of this red terracotta, red concrete, going all the way up. We might even punch a hole in this wall. Not too many people are going to see the back side of this barn, but might as well make it look pretty. I'm going to keep doing some bits around here. We'll start getting to work on the land, actually get a path going up to here. I'm probably going to drag this grass out just a little bit more, but just wanted to stop in and say it's coming along. It's looking good. So I've been dragging this land out a bit, adding a few bits and bobs, and Dre asked for some spruce, or actually birch, rather. Dre asked for some birch, and my shop was all out. Weren't you just Steve a moment ago, showering in the ugliest logs of all? You might want to clean yourself up after that. Thank you. So I've been busy working my magic, and we come out this little side door I added here to the side of the house, quicker to get in and out. I've got my just same standard path as we've got going on over there. Path blocks, coarse dirt, and a bit of bone meal. And if we come inside here, you see we've got like dirt floor going on. I did make sure to go through and get most of these bits. You can see we've got one there we don't have. I don't mind if we miss one here or there. All of these bits have been gotten so we don't have the dirt showing through, because we have that little bit of a gap with this path block. Also, I want to add a ladder here. There we go. So I crafted some ladders. Now we've got a ladder, bring us all the way up, and eventually we can put in like an upper platform up here for maybe hay storage or just all the shulkers we're going to fill with all these crops. So I wanted to pop over to shopping because I had caught wind in the Nameless Discord that there's a new emerald shop. So we check it out. New emerald shop. It's a diamond for 8, which comes out to 72. Comes out to 72 emeralds for a diamond. Let's go take a look at my shop. So we run over here to my Pillager Emerald Wagon. It's 48 for a diamond. So there's actually another shop. Sells them for a stack of diamond. This other shop right behind me, made out of brick, they sell them for 50 a diamond. So I'm being undercut 3 times. I really don't mind. That's economies. That's how it works. Prices fluctuate. But I want to start using my own emeralds. So I'm actually going to pull the emerald wagon out of shopping. This is a prime piece of real estate right here. So if you're on Nameless, just know that within the next day or 2, the emerald wagon is going to disappear. Final sales, I suppose. And this plot of land will be open for someone to pop up a new shop. Again, no hard feelings. I don't mind being undercut. That's the economy. I'm not getting rid of this shop because I'm being undercut. I'm getting rid of this shop because I want to use my own emeralds now. So this right here is actually the next project I want to work on. I'm going to tear out these crop farms I've got surrounding my farmers, and we're going to make way to get ourselves some more villagers in here. I've also got some librarians already. I've worked on getting myself all the librarians, all the book enchantments I think I'm going to need, or that I really care for. Oh, there's an Enderman up here. But yes, we're going to get ourselves maybe some more farmers. We're going to get ourselves some stonemasons. That's what they're called. We're going to get some stonemasons so we can get the pretty quartz block. So I do realize that this episode is coming out much later than it was supposed to. It's also going to be quite shorter than the last one, unfortunately. So in the interest of this video coming out not ridiculously late, I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. And I'm going to wrap things up here with both Fnordy horses tied up to the pillager wagon. We're going to let everyone in the Nameless Discord know that final sales are here. And the pillager wagon is going to go. And I've got to go. So, like I said, sorry it's late. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you really enjoyed, be sure to subscribe and not miss episode 3 and all other future content. Be sure to come hang out with us in my Discord, link down in the description. My name's Fnordy Buzzard, and I'll catch you later.